up tomorrow at the SKD Sports Complex. So this is the final round that we are making on the eve, and so that we expect, especially the radio stations, we use this in a news bulletin so that from now on, by tomorrow, we expect to hear in a Bureau News bulletin about the rally. The chairman of Team Cummings 2023, Mr. Louis Brown, will address the press conference with other officials. Then it will be wrapped up by the center bearer of the collaborating political parties, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings. So we invite Mr. Brown to the podium. Let's set the booth. Please put your phones on silent. Put your phones on silent. Thereafter, when we entertain questions, you will raise your hand, be recognized, give the name of your institution, and then you propound your question. One question per institution. Mr. Brown. Thank you, sir.
My fellow Liberians, distinguished members of the press, we want to begin by thanking you for being here, and for those of you listening to us across Liberia and across the world. We want to thank you for tuning in to this, what we believe is the last update before the Liberian people can assemble peacefully in their massive numbers on tomorrow at the Samuel Kayode Sports Complex, first from all around the city of Monrovia and its environs, and then assemble at the Samuel Kayode Sports Complex. We have said to you why the Samuel Kayode Sports Complex. This was where President Liberia made his many broken promises to the people of this country. It is but fitting that the Liberian people return to that place where jobs were promised and no jobs were created, where opportunities were promised and no opportunity was given to our people, where unity was promised and all that we've reaped in 5 years has been division and even more division, where freedom was promised and all we've seen is continuous fear, threats of violence, and acts of violence against peaceful citizens, where security was promised. And even as we speak, Liberians are finding it fearful, frightful, insecure to even walk the streets of their communities. Some as early as after 6 p.m. This is the story of Liberia. We heard that in fact, Liberia passed MCC, the Millennium Challenge Corporation. The government was celebrating all around here, dancing, offering to it. In fact, no sound of music. They were still dancing. But now we have heard Sierra Leone, our next door neighbor, now has a renewed compact. All our booga dancing was for nothing. We have made no compact. The only thing we got out of Washington, while other presidents were signing agreements, out of Washington we got selfie with the US president. It's all over Facebook. It's everywhere. One picking just told me the morning, the president did a selfie with E. That selfie with pay school fee with. That selfie with care children in the hospital with. That selfie with a care in the market. That selfie with both food in the people's stomach when they're hungry. This president does not get it. And that is why tomorrow the Liberian people will come out in their numbers everywhere from across the length and breadth of Monserrate County. We are even getting calls from other counties asking us, well, wait now, that only the people in Monrovia are suffering? That only the people in Monrovia are suffering? And we are telling them that that is not the case. That is not the case. And so after the successful rally here in Monrovia, we will look to take this We Are Tired Suffering rally everywhere in the country. Because Liberians everywhere are suffering, everywhere in Liberia. Now I wish to address an unfortunate situation last night. And I see government people dancing, celebrating. A young man who happens to be the driver of the head of the We Are Tired Suffering rally made away last night with some money intended for the acquisition of ambulances, the purchase of water for our people, and the provision of other logistics required for the successful operation on the day. Now, we regret deeply this incident. This is stealing, and it is unfortunate. But what is also true in our country, which we must not ignore, and that is why we must have the rally tomorrow. And that is why Liberians from all across Monserrate must come out tomorrow. Is because this young man believed himself to see an opportunity out of his suffering by stealing what is not his and stealing what is for many others. This is what the country has become. This is what our value system has become. And young people are seeing this from the bad example of the president. From the president on down. This is so bad that foreign government officials are referring to our country as a kleptocratic one. Kleptocratic, that big term. It just simply means rogue government, bunch of thieves, stealing government. And so young people see these bad examples and think they too must do the same thing. This is why we are also having this rally. For that young man who decided that stealing other people's money, what was for the good of everyone, he alone should take it and run away with it to end his suffering. We've seen that many young people are returning to drugs, are actually going to do drugs to get out of their suffering. Our young girls are doing things they know to be wrong, but they do it just to get out of the suffering. So last night has not discouraged us. Last night has strengthened us to have this rally on behalf of our young men who stole, and on behalf of every Liberian young people who feel stealing is their only way out. That's not the only way out. This rally tomorrow is for the mother of that young man who is probably crying now with regrets that her son is being known everywhere as a rogue. This is what this country has become. We now being forced to act as if we must distrust each other. We cannot trust each other anymore. And the government people celebrating it all around as if this is supposed to discourage us. Well, you are damn wrong. We are as encouraged as when the first day when we announced this rally, and you will see more people because of that. Don't underestimate the Liberian people. Some are joking with this. You can joke, you can laugh, but this is the kind of society that you have brought. This is the kind of leadership you are giving our people. This is the bad example that you are giving our people. And you think it will discourage anybody here? Just look around this table, look at this room. If you know the number of calls we have received, the promises to turn out, laugh all you want. You will see tomorrow if Liberian people will not turn out. And there will be water provided for the people. And there will be ambulances provided for the people. And all the logistical things that unfortunately this young man think he could have made his own personal life better by stealing. All will be provided tomorrow for the Liberian people. This is for the Liberian people. This is by the Liberian people. And it will happen successfully by the Liberian people on tomorrow. Nothing will stop it. On yesterday, we led a delegation to meet with the Inspector General of Police and his team. We have been promised police protection, and we believe it because they have a duty to do it. And we will trust that they will fulfill that duty. And so tomorrow, Liberians, you have nothing to fear. No one to fear. Anything you hear, the only thing you know is that there is the rally tomorrow, and nothing and no one can stop it. We'll be at the SKD. I have received all kinds of threats. I will be there, and I will be there very early. Some people are propagandizing and talking all kinds of stuff. And Mr. Cummings is out of the country and he will not be there. Well, you're wrong. Mr. Alexander Cummings does not lead from behind. Not only will he be there tomorrow leading from the front, but he will be here today to speak to you about the rally tomorrow. And before he does that, many ordinary Liberian citizens who are committed to the rally tomorrow will also come and say to you why they will be there, why they must be there. Finally, let me say to you before I invite them. There are only two sides. One side is brave enough to even be publicly celebrating stealing, thinking it can undermine the rally. You know, there's a song I like her, one of my favorite songs. Harry Melvin and the Blues. No, Mark Fadden and Whitehead. Ain't no stopping us now. Nothing can stop us now. The Liberian people are on the move. Their government will be wise to listen to the people. We know of all your little games. We know of your plan to infiltrate peaceful citizens and create problems as if you're asking for. Let's be clear. Nobody is being paid to attend the rally tomorrow. And nobody will be paid to attend the rally tomorrow. This is again a rally of Liberians for Liberians and by Liberians. People are tired. But we don't want them to give up. Because no matter how long the night is, they will break. And this rally is the beginning of that journey to the daybreak. Liberians will be heard. Even this government will not stop them from being heard. Your propaganda, your threats, your threat of violence, your intimidation, your lies will not stop the rally. Ain't no stopping us now. You're too late. You have 5 years to stop the Liberian people from getting tired of suffering. You have 5 years. You failed the people. Ain't no stopping us now. Let me end by saying this. There are only 2 sides to this conflict. There are only 2 sides to the rally tomorrow. There are only 2 sides be facing the country. All of us must choose. There is the side of the failed and disappointing government. And there is the side of the people that are running out of hope. Liberians, politicians, political leaders, aspirants, religious leaders, every Liberian and leader must choose tomorrow. You must choose your side. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I'm honored to introduce to you Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings, who many have said was not even in the country. Some are beginning to say, you are seeing here vis-a-vis. Tomorrow, traditional leaders, political leaders, religious leaders, aspirants, community leaders, youth leaders, women group leaders, market women leaders, health worker association leaders, teachers leaders, in fact, security people leaders. You must choose tomorrow whether you will stand with the disappointing, frustrated, hopeless, suffering people of Liberia, or you will stand with those responsible for their suffering. which is the government that has failed them. You must choose. You members of the press must choose. We have heard all kinds of commentaries, all kinds of lies from the government, by sympathizers of the government, apologists of the government. I've heard many of my own friends who and I were engaged in the struggle in this country for many years. Some of them finding all kinds of excuses, telling us that our struggle was right yesterday, our struggle is right today, but that we must find a way out of fear to make sure the Liberian people don't get to speak to the government. But I say to all of my friends who call themselves progressive, if 10 months to the election you are scared, stay scared of what this government will do. If the people turn out to peacefully speak to the government, then you do not deserve to call yourself a progressive. If you know the cause is just and right, and you're scared because of what you're getting and for your own little safety, that you want to deny ordinary Liberians from speaking truth to power to their government, then you do not deserve to call yourself a progressive. Tomorrow is for the people of Liberia. The CPP has and will provide the decent, secure platform for the people of Liberia to speak to their government. Tomorrow is about giving the people of Liberia hope that things don't always have to be this way. Those who want to connive with the government, continue, you can connive with them. Those who are scared, you can continue to trade your freedom for fear. But the CPP is ready. We are ready. The Liberian people are ready. If you smart, you will join the Liberian people. Because this government is owned by the Liberian people. And the Liberian people have a right to speak to them whenever they want to. 1 day before election, 1 day after election, 10 months before election. It is the right of the people, and that right will not be compromised out of fear. We go into the SKD. And maybe some of them said, how that begin influence some kind of way. To think by that begin stealing, then you will stop us. Ain't no stopping us now. Ain't no stopping the Liberian people now. So all of us, I will end by saying, choose tomorrow. If you stay home, you are on the side of the government that has disappointed our people and made too many of our people to continue to be poor by their failed policies and corrupt behavior. If you turn out tomorrow, you are standing with the people, giving them renewed hope in a better future, in a better day tomorrow. That's the choices we must make tomorrow. Stay home, you for the government. And if you call yourself opposition leader and you can't stand for the people, when the people need you to stand for them, woe unto you. The people will judge you on that day. Your judgment not too far. You want to lead people and you're afraid of standing for them. You say the cause is just, but you worry who will get the credit. You say you got moral rectitude, but your morality is embellishing fear of the government. No courage. What is moral rectitude if you don't have moral courage? You know, Mr. Cummings is here. So today we will take a few of ordinary Liberian citizens. But I want to lift your spirit, Liberians everywhere. You have absolutely nothing to fear tomorrow. Nobody will do anything to you. And in fact, even if some of you they will identify you and fire you tomorrow. How much are you making in the first place anyway? I assure you it will just be for a few months. If they identify you and fire you, it will be for a few months because they themselves are about to be fired by the people. Stand with the government and you will be fired by the people. Stand with the people and you will stand tall and you will endure longer and you will benefit more. Because the people will always prevail. God bless you. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Louis Brown. Before I call on the national chairman of the collaborative political parties, we want to tell members of the press and our listening audience out there through Radio Land that there's a fake press release that has been put out there by our detractors, by the government, with the quote-unquote signature of the Deputy Secretary General and the steering committee head of this all-important rally on Romantic Sekula. That press release is fake, and we will not get distracted by it. Our rally holds, and it will be well attended tomorrow by the people of Liberia. So we just thought to inform you about that. With that being said, we will now call onto the podium the well-distinguished, the biggest chairman of all chairmen, Honorable Musa Hassan Benedict.
Thank you, Honorable Brown. Let me use this time to welcome the next president of the Republic of Liberia. I call him ABC. At this time, I think talking about what the government is doing wrong is talking yourself out. I think it's about Nigerians looking up to who is providing an alternative to stop the wrongs that are going on. And for that, Mr. Cummings, we want to say thank you for being the leader of this rally and being the idea behind this rally. The CPP, being the organizer of this rally, we welcome everyone to come, but we are very clear who we are and who is our leader. And we ain't going around looking for a leader. We're just going around asking people like to join us if you wish to. And by the way, we have enough partisans to get out the people we need to get out. At this time, when the country needs its leaders, it is sad that we even have to call on people to join us. You have to be blind not to join this rally. You have to be benefiting from what is going on, not to join this rally. And at this time also, I just want to call on the media to understand from your own deduction that the government is afraid of the rally. If $1 million is stolen from us, that's not their money, that's our money. So what? What is the problem? Why are you writing fake letters You can't even put your acts together. You call him Martin Kohler, Secretary General of CPP. By the way, Martin Kohler is not the Secretary General of CPP. I lost him 2 aides. So that level alone fails itself. And that tells you the level of desperation. So, stealing has now been inspired by the kind of governance we have. So what is the surprise about people stealing here? There's stuff going on everywhere. The government is the cheerleader of stealing. So how then if somebody comes and out of bad faith takes away what does not belong to them? How does that kill our spirit? In fact, that reinvigorates us, because that's the change we want to bring. We want people to feel that what is not yours is not yours. And that the fact that you have the opportunity to get close to a certain money or asset, it doesn't make it yours. There's stealing going on everywhere. But it takes some. What is the surprise today? That you want to make it appear as though that will bring an end to our rally? No. We have sufficient resources to make the rally happen. If we let you can see our cars will walk to go there. But the main point I want to send out there, first, to give a special thank you to the Minister of Justice. He has been very cooperative. He has been responsive to us. And surprisingly, the Liberia National Police as well. They too have been cooperative. The Ministry of Youth and Sport has not been, but I think there is a state of confusion in that ministry, so I can't blame them. From the moment they took the money from us to the moment they were told that they were not supposed to take it, definitely they have never been up to tax. However, we want to use this time to ask our partisans and well-wishers and Liberians who believe that this is the time to go and show up for this rally. Be calm. We have made sure that there will be no detractors. Our youth wing, under the leadership of Policeman James and the chairperson of the CPP, ANC youth wing, are on full alert. They will help the security forces. They will be properly identified, and we will make sure that no one will disturb us. And we want our people to be free. Everything is in place to make sure that this rally takes place. This rally is not, and by the way, we met Monday. Honorable Brian, I met with the ECOWAS ambassador. Assure her that this rally is going to be peaceful, and they have also appreciated that. The Catholic police and the police have given them the same assurances. Our being here today is to tell you, first, to welcome our stand-up bearer, the leader of this rally, Mr. Alexander P. Cummings, the stand-up bearer of the CPP, and to tell you that the fact that we welcome other people doesn't mean that we're not aware that this is our rally led by our leaders. And we're looking for no leader to lead our rally. We have our leader. He's showing leadership. There's a vacuum in this country right now, both at the government level, and if opposition want to follow that, the CPP is not going to do that. And that's why we have decided that we will take advantage of our constitutional right. We'll go out there, we'll be very peaceful, and we ask the press to cover this in the best way you can. What you report out there is very important. Everything is in place. Honorable Brown has shown me so, and what I see tells me that indeed everything is in place. The noise about who is not going to the CPP rally, you know, I don't even understand us anymore. I'm the chairman of the CPP. The problem is, fortunately for me, I've run a campaign before. And for your information, during an election period, when you're running a campaign, you gave the campaign the opportunity to run that campaign under the leadership of the Standard Bearer. That doesn't mean that I am not part of this program. I have organized, I've played all my part based on every request that the campaign has made to me to play. I've made representation to the international community. I've made representation to the Office of the Minister of Justice. And even as early as this morning, I've had meetings with international partners about the security of this meeting tomorrow. And I'm going to be there, and Chairman Nete and I will lead a brigade of the gallant youth wing. And if you want to join us, you can come to the SKD Boulevard and you will see what we have to offer as we await our Standard Bearer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. So there you have it. The naysayers who've been, you know, speculating that Mr. Chairman will not be at the rally, he has said it himself, and he will be at the rally tomorrow. So before we take our Standard Bearer, Mr. Cummings, look, this rally will be fully and well attended by the people of Liberia. Few groups, look, the women groups are here. They will speak to you and reassure their people through this medium that they will be part of the rally, and they'll be calling on their groups to join them tomorrow during this peaceful rally. So we'll call a few organizations present to make brief statements of support or to reassure the people that tomorrow rally they will be well attended and in fact it will be peaceful. First on our list we have Man Sange of the Cross Borders Women. She's here. Please give her the corridor. Happy to come to the podium. Man Sange. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, please come back corridor for our Cross Borders here. Yeah, Man Sange. Please come and speak to the people. Thank you very much.
Anyway, my name is Sangeji Shoma, Women Beyond Border President. I'm telling my people in Liberia, market people, market women, market men, we're not going to joke. Tomorrow, they already start asking me where I want you from. Saying yesterday where I want you from. Nobody's scared of anything. We tire suffering. The thing we're going through, we don't want no in the market. You sleep in your hall when they break, you're looking for food for your children, with no school fee. You're not able to pay school fee. What is supposed to send your children to school tomorrow? So in your old age, they take care of you. Your children are going to school. The school fee will clear and they put all your children outside. The naked food said to eat, you're not getting it. Who's scared? Nobody's scared to go on the street tomorrow. Me 6 o'clock, I will be to the school complex. 6, me and my group. Before from here, so I'm telling my market people, pro-bola women, you know, when you go buy your market, you hear me. When you go buy your market, the thing you will pass through to read in Liberia. And when you read Liberia, the thing that happens to in your market, you already know it. I will be buying more when every day put able to bring. You buy it, you go pay the more money, you're not able to pay. But tomorrow is tomorrow. We'll be there. We're mad with our political leader, incoming president, we're mad with him.
you so much, Man Sange. So, you have heard it. Carry the message out there, members of the press. Man Sange spoke today, and we assured, the organizers of this important rally that she and her group will be there tomorrow at the rally. So next on our list, we have Mahaja Sharif, Douala Market Superintendent. Mahaja,
I want to tell you a story. Today at Market Church, there's a document time. That time was 2 years. I'm selling market. So anything can come through me, I will market you. I'll lay you with myself, and I'll lay you with nobody. So, my brother, one build up the Senate. Yeah, my children, them all year. My dealer there, where is everything in the market a year? Now I call them the year now. So they rally. I was thinking about, I don't want to go there. While rally for the rally, they money 7 o'clock. I wait for my son. I said to them, yeah, now we go. He said, oh mama, it's too soon. I said, let me take tea for you. He do the tea. So they comment about it. I know how they do. I'm market you are working with president talking about it. Can't the man you want to get called for the private car. Blind one. I was talking about the car. Our candidate is so we give you candidate papa. We will point for you. I come, you will see me on the field, but I tell the people I say I don't want to go on the field because the people talking plenty. I say I want that cake. I say I don't want. And yeah, my brother, my lawyer pay my money to go market. Yes. I go sell my market. I come back. So I will for myself. And I see my leader they're supporting me behind me. All the boys that were the leader for me, all of them outside. So, Papa, right now, me, I'll be on the field. I wear my t-shirt, I will be on the field. Thank you. My what's in my head? They never married a lady before. All my children are born for them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mahaja. He's the superintendent of the Douala Market. So next on our list, we have Mr. Amos Myers. He is the national chairperson of the National Association of Community Leaders. Mr. Myers, you're welcome to the podium.
I'm happy that you are chairperson of this party because you hear from Lima. Thank you. I'm Amos Myers. I hear from Lima District 9. We've come again. I am the national chair of the National Association of Community Leaders in Liberia and founder, legally established. We have not come to endorse political party, but we have come to endorse this rally for a reason. The reason is our people are suffering. Simple. Our people are suffering. And those who put this together, don't be afraid. I always told my community chairpersons, in Monrovia, in Maserati here, we have 997 communities that are registered members of the association. And we have spoken with the leadership. And we told them, if our Amos Meyer will be tomorrow there, any other person that is member of the association that is not sitting on our field, you got to face the full weight of this association. We have to speak truth to power. What we're starting today, it will continue, even though the next government that will come into power. Reason being that we have the authority to elect the people. When they're talking about criminality in community, there is a community leader that suffer the weight. When they're talking about people busting doors, we, the community chairperson and township, we feel the weight. Today, parents cannot send their children to school. Even the few that are in community that have little kids, they are the ones that are suffering. Because someone had to come to your door to beg you to help them. So this is not a political party. I heard someone calling me from Harcourt. Mr. Myers, you are one of the national leaders of this country. You want to endorse one political party. We want to be clear that this rally, oh man, don't be afraid. Mr. Brown, tomorrow yourself you will find this to stand. Because a human being that will be on our feet will not be needed. The rally speaks for itself. Retired suffering is a word that goes across the border. It's not something that you have to even go and ask somebody, please come. So those that are not suffering can say that. But those that are suffering, we want to see you coming tomorrow. So we want to be clear on this. If you want to bust our door, fine. The issue that you spoke about with this stealing business, let me tell you something. When God is about to deliver certain things, something can happen. The act of stealing that has given birth in this country proved itself last night to show that stealing has become the main word in the country that everyone is taking to be pleasure. So when you steal from people, you go with impunity. So whosoever, even your own child, if you are not careful, they will do the same to you. So if people can sit in the ruling party of government that's supposed to check these things, and they are jubilating because someone stole from somebody, you are telling us that you are still proving your criminality. So we are not afraid. So road will always dance for road. And the person that don't steal, when he or she hears that someone stole from somebody, they will feel bad. So those who jubilating, they are all roads. We want to say we are clear. We want to say thank you. See you tomorrow at the complex. May God bless you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Myers, last on our list, we have Mr. Roland S. Foba, Acting National Vice Chair for Political Affairs, the United People's Party.
The cause of the people.
The struggle continues. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Alright, Cummings and Mr. Musa Hassan Belete and Mr. Louis Brown. We want to welcome all of you, and Mr. Cummings would like to say welcome back to Liberia. My name is Lassanchiate Roland S. Strobert, the Acting National Vice Chair for Political Affairs for the United People's Party, the forerunner of multi-party democracy in this country. We will be very disingenuous and very unpatriotic to the plight of the Liberian people if we
don't associate and give our blessing to those initiatives that are in the interest of the Liberian people.
Yes, sir.
We started this struggle some years back in the early 70s because we saw that something was wrong with this country. And after close to 50 years, those things are still wrong.
Because of the people.
Because fight for social justice itself is not an event, it's a process. I was taken aback on January 22nd, 2018 when I heard our president say, in the cause of the people, the struggle has ended. When you tie the struggle around your own benefit, then it ends when you succeed personally. We've come in this public manner to give our blessing and endorsement to this rally. This is not about Mr. Cummings, this is not about Mr. Ability, neither Ambassador Brown. I hear people say, are they hungry? Can they be hungry? Let's agree they are not hungry. What's about you? What's about you? Somebody will just have to take the lead. Harriet Tubman said, I have freed 1,000 slaves, and I can free more only if they realize that they are slaves. If we Liberians know that we are suffering, and we are tired of suffering, we will show up there tomorrow. That is about us, it's not about Mr. Alexander B. Cummings. I'm sure Christmas is coming, Alexander B. Cummings can find more than 10 bags of bread. How many of us here can find it? It's not because we don't have the requisite education to work and find it, but people have denied us those opportunities. So we must tell them that we are tired. Look, somebody can be doing something and doing it unconscious. Unless you point to them what you're doing is wrong, stop it. They won't stop doing it. So let us turn out tomorrow in our numbers and tell the CDC government that we're tired of misrule that is causing the untold suffering for the Liberian people. We, the United People's Party, will stand with anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. Once you are talking and speaking in the interest of the Liberian people, we will stand with you because the Liberian people are our precious jewel. In the cause of the people, the struggle continues.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cummings. So, there are a lot of other groups that want to come here openly declare support to this rally, but because of time, we cannot, allow everybody to come, at the podium here, today. But tomorrow, you listen to them. All of the different groups that will be in attendance at the rally tomorrow will make 2-minute speeches each. So, with that being said, we now call onto the podium Mr. George W. Wisner, a member of Team Cummings, to give few announcements in terms of the bus routes and where people can go and print t-shirts in the various districts. Mr. Wisner, welcome to the podium.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'll be very brief. Please listen attentively for those of you in Radio Land and those of you wishing to turn out tomorrow for the retired suffering rally. I will read out the routes. That is, from each district, you listen to the pickup point where you have to assemble to be picked up, the route the bus will take and where you will be dropped for the rally. And then I will close by also reading out where you can go and have your t-shirts printed. For those of you who will be bringing out your t-shirt, we'll have different locations free of charge. You can come and your t-shirt will be printed. So I start. For those coming from district number 2, we have bus number 5, pickup point, Mount Bartlett checkpoint, and FDA. That bus will go through Coca-Cola factory, go through the Coca-Cola factory route, all the way to Dupo Road Junction, where you will be dropped to proceed to the rally. Also in district number 2, we're going to have bus number 6. That bus will pick up from Johnsonville Market through the Pipeline Road and end up Dupo Road Junction. Also from district number 2 will be bus 7. Bus number 7. That bus will pick up from Amakachi at the Jacobtown area through Somalia Drive up to Dupo Road Junction, up to 72nd Junction. Excuse me, I'll read that again. For those coming from district number 2 from the Somalia Drive side, bus number 7 will take off from Amakachi, Jacobtown, through Somalia Drive to 72nd Junction. From district number 3, we have bus number 8. That bus picks up from Pipeline, Wentown Turning Point. Pipeline, Wentown Turning Point, through Pipeline Road, and will drop off at 72nd Junction. District number 4, bus number 9, will pick up from Soul Clinic and Moses Blythe Field, from the Soul Clinic and Moses Blythe Field, through Soul Clinic and Dupo Road routes, and will drop off at Dupo Road Junction. District number 4, bus number 10, from Zese Community Pickup Point, through Soul Clinic and Dupo Road route, and they will drop off to Dupo Road Junction. From district number 4 again, bus number 11 will pick up from Dupo Road Waterside and Zuwatown Turning Point through Dupo Road to Dupo Road Junction. For district number 6, we have bus 12. Bus 12 will take off from Aratu and Wembatown through the ERWA route to the ERWA police station. District number 16, bus 13. That's district number 6, bus 13, from Tingos Village through ERWA route to the police station, ERWA police station. Bus district number 11, bus 17. It starts from Kebatown and Batnersville Estate Field through Dry Rest Market, Somalia Drive, and drop off at 72nd Junction. District number 11 again, bus 18. It will take off from Dry Rice Market through Somalia Drive to 72nd Junction. District number 12, bus 19, from Simaka Junction and Bannersville Junction through Somalia Drive route to 72nd Junction. District number 12, bus 20, from Chicken Soup Factory Junction and Steven Tower Estate Junction through Somalia Drive to 72nd Junction. District number 13, bus 21, Jamaica Road Junction and Battery Factory Junction through Somalia Drive to 72nd Junction. District number 13, bus 22, pick up New Georgia Junction and New Georgia Estate through Somalia Drive route to 72nd Junction. District number 7, bus 14, pick-up point, Broad Street, Old Ministry of Education, through Charlestown and Tottenham Boulevard route to Catholic Junction, where the ANC office is, that area. District number 8, bus 15, pick-up point, Saytown Field, through New Georgia and through New and Old Matadi Estate, and will drop off at Catholic Junction. I'll go over District 8 again. Bus 15, Saytown is the pick-up point, Saytown Field, through New and Old Matadi Estates to Catholic Junction. District number 9, bus 16, pick-up point 9 and 12th Streets through Tottenham Boulevard to Catholic Junction. District number 10, because you are in that district, there will be no bus, just stroll to the Catholic Junction to meet the other group. District number 10, proceed to Catholic Junction. District number 14, bus 23, Claratown Store is the pick-up point through Somalia Drive route to 72nd. District number 14 also, we have bus 24. The pick-up point, Door Community Junction, through Somalia Drive route to 72nd Junction. District number 15, bus 25, pick-up Lockingtown Cinema and Freeport through Somalia Drive to 72nd Junction. District number 1, bus 1, Tony Yen. Tony Yen will be the pick-up point through Carrisburg route to Dupo Road Junction. District number 1 also, we have bus 2 available. The pick-up point will be Harrisburg and Cruiserville through Cardwell and Dixville route to 72nd. District number 1, we also have bus 3. It will pick up from Morris's Farm through Carrisburg to Dupo Road Junction. District number 17, we have bus 27. Pick-up point is at VOA Junction and the Broadville Store. And that bus will proceed through Somalia Drive to 72nd Junction. District number 17, we have bus 4. Pick-up point, Hotel Africa through Somalia Drive to 72nd Junction. Please, these buses will be available. Everyone will be able to get on board. You just have to be patient and you will be picked up. These announcements will flow throughout the day through the different radio stations. Listen keenly. Now for the printing areas, for those who do not have their t-shirts printed as of yet, you can proceed to the following areas with your t-shirt and we will print the retired logo. It doesn't matter which political party, which institution, which civil society organization, whoever you are, ordinary Liberians that are tired suffering, that want to come out, you can take your t-shirt, any color t-shirt, free of charge, we will print on it. If you are in district number 1, printing location, you can proceed to charging booth in district number 1, opposite convent or Cooper Farm, and you can also proceed to Adolfo Cesar resident, Harrisburg Junction. District number 1 again, you can proceed to charging booth opposite convent, Cooper Farm, and to Adolfo Cesar residence, Harrisburg Junction. If you are in district number 2, proceed to Moscow Yard around the New Hope Junction, right behind the Moscow Clinic. Again, district number 2, you can take your t-shirt for printing to Moscow Yard around New Hope Junction behind the Moscow Clinic. If you are in district number 3, you can take your t-shirt to Dr. Henry Reed's school around Daniel Chair Junction. District number 3, Henry Reed School, be around the Daniel Chair Junction. District number 4, you can just come right here at the CPP Monserrate County office in district number 4. CPP Monserrate County office. District number 5, proceed to the former Rock International School around the Police Academy Junction. District number 5, we have the former Rock International School around the Police Academy Junction. If you are in district number 6, proceed to the Lamb International School on the RRA Highway, right around Namwes Town. Again, district number 6, proceed to Lamb International School on the Rivers International Highway around Namwes Town Junction. District number 7, go to Forever 21, Man Kevin Collins Shop up McLean Street. District number 7, you can proceed to Forever 21, Man Kevin Collins Shop, McLean Street. District number 8, proceed to Rubber Shop, adjacent Creation Entertainment Center on the Jalatown Road. District number 8, Rubber Shop, adjacent Creation Entertainment Center, right on the Jalatown Road. District number 9, you can come to CPP 19th Street towards the beach. District number 9, come to CPP headquarters towards the beach on 19th Street. District number 10, you can go to the ANC headquarters at the Catley Junction. District number 10, proceed to ANC headquarters, Catley Junction. District number 11, go to the Keba football field around the Keba Clinic. District number 11, take your t-shirt to Keba football field around Keba Clinic. District number 12, go to Wacom Printing House, Stephen Tower Estate. District number 12, take your t-shirt to Wacom Printing House, Stephen Tower Estate Field. District number 13, go to Imam Sharif Muslim School, opposite Big St. Michael's in New Georgia. District number 13, take your t-shirt to Imam Sharif Muslim School, opposite Big St. Michael's on New Georgia Estate Road. District number 14, proceed to Old School after the NTA office before the Door Community Junction. District number 14, go to Old School right after NTA office before the Door Community Junction. District number 15, proceed to Latte Yard around St. Edward School, Looking Town. District number 15, you can take your t-shirts to Latte Yard, or you can go to Latte Yard for a t-shirt distribution around St. Michael's School, Looking Town. District number 16, proceed to Divine Print Incorporated, New Crew Town, adjacent Mission for Today Holy Church. District number 16, go to Divine Print Incorporated, New Crew Town, adjacent Mission for Today Holy Church. District number 17, proceed to Red Hill Store around Red Power Radio. District number 17, proceed to Red Hill Store around Red Power Radio. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wisdom, for the announcement. So it was an oversight. The CPP HQ is at Dupo Road Junction on your way to Red Light, District number 4. That's where you can go and do the printing of the t-shirts. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen of the press, members and executives of the collaborating political parties present, Cummings, members present, we've reached a very important point. At this point, we ask all of us to please, if the phone was on silent, or should you please do so now. Please put the phone on silent to avoid distraction during this period of the conference, the press conference. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen of the press, we'd like to take this time to officially invite to the podium a father, a family man, a leader, the people's leader for that matter, the standard bearer of the collaborating political parties, the next president of the Republic of Liberia, Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings.
Thank you all very much for having us. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, hello.
So let me first of all thank and acknowledge our chairman, Mr. Musa Hassan Billiton, the chairman of the biggest political institution in Liberia. So by definition, he is the biggest chairman in Liberia. Yeah. But I want to not just acknowledge, I want to thank Musa for his commitment and his partnership. You know, as a businessman, Musa is taking a risk. But he believes in Liberia, he believes in the future of our country, and he's prepared to take the risk to make sure we can change our country for the benefit of all Liberians. So Musa, thank you. I also want to acknowledge he's not here. The deputy chairman or vice chairman of the CPP, the chairman of the ANC, Senator Daniel Frumo Natin,
our Secretary General, who will be there tomorrow, as well as the Chairman of CH-2. I want to acknowledge Mr. Lewis Brown, Ambassador Lewis Brown, for his leadership of Team Cummings and of this rally. And all the people that spoke, Mahaja, Sangi, Amos, Roland, all of them taking risks, in the context of our country. People who come and speak out, speak truth to power, take personal risks, and I want to acknowledge and thank them. But I want them to know that they have nothing to fear. The Liberian people, you have nothing to fear. It is your right to let your government know that you're tired of suffering. It is your right to let your government know that you're tired of their stealing. It is your right to peacefully assemble, and tomorrow will be peaceful. I also want to thank the Minister of Justice for his commitment to this peaceful rally. I want to thank and acknowledge the Inspector General of Police also for his commitment to this peaceful rally. But we hold them, we hold the President, we hold the CDC government accountable for the peaceful assembly of its citizens tomorrow. And I call on everybody who's coming tomorrow, don't be provoked. Don't be distracted. Come and let's let President Weah and this government know that we are suffering and we're not happy with their performance. I keep reminding Liberians that our country will not change because we talk it, because we wish it to change. It will change because we're willing to do the work and make the sacrifice. And tomorrow we'll begin the journey of making the sacrifice of making President Weah a one-term president. There was some noise or criticism, oh, there's a Cummings guy here. I was only away for about 10 days old. The president been gone for what? 47 days, right? So there's a difference, right? But at the end of the day, though, this is not about me or about the people I name, the leadership here. This is about the Liberian people. You, my people, you are the face of this rally. You are the face of this suffering. And it's only you, the Liberian people, that can change your circumstance, that can change your situation. So tomorrow, let's begin the journey of working towards changing our country, changing the system. I keep saying we can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. I promise you, come January 2024, we will begin to change this country for the benefit of everyone. And every Liberian will be expected to follow the rules, to obey the law, to follow the processes and procedures that will be established so that we can change our country for the benefit of all Liberians. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. I know George Wilson, I want to acknowledge him as well for his hard work. He read, I hope we put it online. All of these stops, and when you get a t-shirt printed, we'll put it online so you can see and know. I know it was a lot, but come out tomorrow and let's send a message to our government that we're unhappy with their performance and that we plan to change them come October 2023. With that, let me take a few questions from the press. So that's why you want to facilitate 3 or 4.
Thank you.
Questions.
Thank you, Mr. President, in waiting. We will orderly take these questions. As you heard earlier, we will take one question from a person. So first, we take Obadiah. Ask just one question, please.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Cummings. I'm Obadiah Johnson. I report for Front Page African newspaper. With barely a day to your protest, your rally, named and start We Tire Suffering, intended to accord Liberians the opportunity to speak out by providing a space against alleged bad governance, corruption, and other societal ills. But on the contrary, data reports that you, Mr. Alexander Cummings, you reportedly generated, allocated, and distributed a little over $300,000 United States dollars for this planned rally. Your critics hold the view that this money is too sufficient, and in fact, it could have been diverted for other developmental and empowerment initiatives. Where do you stay on this?
Well, first of all, Obadiah, we need to check the source of that information, if you will. I'm pretty sure it's the government who is propagating this propaganda. Liberians will come out tomorrow on their own volition to let this government know they aren't happy with their performance. Are we going to provide water for people who are coming? Yes. Are we providing some t-shirts? Yes. Beyond that, this is all about the Liberian people coming out to share their displeasure with this government. So the amount of money you're talking about, the source of it is untrue. But either way, even if it was true, right, this money is not stolen money. The money that the president spends when he travels around, that is that taxpayers' money. But anyway, to answer your question directly, it is untrue. We're not spending that amount of money. We are providing some logistics. We want to have ambulances there. We want to provide water. These are basic things we want to provide for people who are coming up on their own volition to let this government know that it will make them a one-term administration.
Thank you. So we'll take our good friends from the Spoon TV to ask their question. Please, Aaron Kuba.
Yeah, Mr. Cummings, my name is Aaron Kuba, I work for just a follow-up to the question of art from Fish Africa. I'd like to know how much is being pumped into this entire rally for the sake of the public.
I think I've answered the question. I think perhaps you, Aaron, as well, whether consciously or subconsciously, you're propagating the government's propaganda. The message here to the Liberian people, to the government of Liberia, is that the people of Liberia are unhappy with their performance. And tomorrow they're coming out to let them know they are unhappy with their performance. And that's the key message for tomorrow's protest.
That's the key message. People are tired. They're coming out of the box.
Yes.
Yeah,
my name is Obadiah Sonegai, and I work for ANT Liberia Television. Quickly, Mr. Cummings, probably you did not speak about the, quote-unquote alleged money that was missing yesterday. But I want to know from where comes the energy, to again, put forth for tomorrow's rally, because this thing could have broken anybody down, but then you guys are so excited and want to go up with the rally. So from where comes the energy?
Yeah, look, I think first of all, I think the chairman spoke to the missing money, and I wasn't here when Louis spoke. Maybe he spoke to her as well. And as the chairman said, unfortunately, my people, stealing is almost like a way of life in Liberia today. And it's part of what we need to change. And the people manifest where they see the leaders do. And our leaders today are stealing. 3 top government officials were sanctioned for exactly that purpose. They were not sanctioned by the CPP or the Cummings or anybody. They were sanctioned by the US government based on facts and evidence. So that's a manifestation of where our country is, unfortunately. And this is what we want to change. This is what the Liberian will be speaking about tomorrow. The Liberian people are not for sale. The Liberian people are coming out tomorrow on their own volition. And we are committed to working with Liberia and Liberians to change our country for the benefit of all Liberians. That is the passion we have. In all my discussions with Musa, with Chairman Nati, with Louis, this is about finally putting a group of all Liberians together from every walk of life so we can start the process of changing Liberia fundamentally for the benefit of our people. So that's where the energy comes from. Energy comes from the resiliency of Liberian people. Our people are tough, are resilient. Although they're suffering, they're coming out tomorrow to let this government know that they are tired. And we want to be a part of that effort. And as I said earlier, they represent the face of what will happen tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Cummings. So we will encourage our female journalists to ask questions if you are here. So we take Basilissimo of Prime FM first.
Thank you. Mr. Cummings, you lead a group of Liberians for a rally tomorrow. Well, you're committed to showing that it's peaceful. Can you also commit and you take responsibility if anything goes wrong?
It's the government's responsibility to ensure the security and safety of the citizens when they assemble. As I said earlier, we acknowledge and thank the Minister of Justice, the Inspector General of Police for their engagement and involvement with us to make sure that tomorrow's rally is peaceful and safe. We know that all the Liberians we're rallying to come tomorrow will come in a peaceful manner and show we are confident and we say to our fellow citizens, come out and let's peacefully rally and let the government know that we weren't happy with their performance.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen of the press, we've come to the end.
Mr. Cummings, you brought a box. May you like to tell what is in the box, sir?
We're now asking Mr. Cummings, are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the 5 questions. We cannot be here all day. So we will now ask Mr. Cummings to make his party comment. No more questions.
No. Let me just end by again thanking the Liberian people in advance for coming out tomorrow to demonstrate the commitment, their belief that we can and must change Liberia. For coming out to show to themselves and the Liberian people that we will not keep doing the same things because we want different results. So I thank you, and I look forward to seeing everybody out there tomorrow. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
We have this quick announcement, please. Tomorrow.